University Utara, Malaysia. Known by those who study there as one of the most actively haunted places in Malaysia. Previously owned by the Japanese army as a base camp and as a communist cemetery, there's absolutely no wonder why it's so haunted. This video is about a young student who decided to head back to her university hostel just days before other students would return from their holidays, only to find herself vulnerable to the paranormal. If you're into horror stories, then subscribe to us for more stories and make sure your notifications are enabled. Click that like button if you enjoyed this video. Before we head to the story, this is something I must tell you about UUM. According to the writer of this story, the university alumni knows how haunted the place is, yet they believe it's due to the most recent events than to that of what happened in World War II. They believe the hauntings are more concentrated on recent events known only as the bus accident. I can tell you straight up, it's not what you think. According to the writer, everyone in the university knows of a story circulated around campus of this story which took place before the campus was built. The story is of the Malaysian government in Kedah sending empty buses consisting of only the driver towards the center of the area. They would also do so to other faraway sites in Kedah. As weird as it seems, the intention to do so was actually to ferry spirits from wherever the bus was driving from up until that site, now known as UUM, to drop them off. As much as I feel this to be a little sketchy, I believe there's more to this story relating to the use of the dark arts or black magic. It may be some form of ritual conducted by these people who practice these forms of magic, carrying these beings away from wherever they were found. Something similar to the idea of throwing spirits into the ocean. Tell me what you think in the comments below. So according to the student, she had just returned from her festive holidays about a day before her classes would start. As usual, other students would take additional days off from school, which left the hostel relatively empty. Having a habit of returning to uni and settling down before her classes start, she returned to her hostel room like any other day. She settled down, unpacked, cleaned up the room, and just like that, her day passed. After dinner, she took her book out and started studying, like any other day. The time was around 11 at night. She left her book open as it is on the table, switched the light off with only the study lamp lighting up the dim room. She lied down and got herself comfy enough to sleep. That's when she heard a page from her book turn. It was just one page, then another, and again another page turned. She got up and looked at the book, but nothing. The book was at the exact same page she left it. She ignored it and tried to go back to bed. And as she was falling asleep, she heard something scratch the mosquito netting by the window. She got up immediately to look but saw nothing. For the third time, she tried to go back to sleep. She heard 2 knocks on her door. Since her roommate wasn't home yet, she thought a neighbor was looking for her roommate and decided to just ignore it, as if it were her friends, they would knock persistently. So sometime later, she became more and more sleepy and almost went to sleep when she felt something really wrong. She started feeling a heaviness pressing down on her body. She tried to move, but she felt stuck. When she opened her eyes, she had goosebumps all over her motionless body. She saw a black, faceless figure sitting at the end of her bed, staring at her. For what felt like hours, the figure stared at her before jumping to her roommate's bed and then just vanished. She didn't understand or believe what happened, but somehow she managed to finally fall asleep. The next morning, her roommate asked a very weird question. She asked why she hadn't answered the door during the night. And when she asked what time she returned, her roommate said around 11 at night. Her roommate knocked the door persistently, but she didn't hear anything. What do you think happened to her? Was it sleep paralysis, losing track of time, or was she trapped in another dimension? Tell me in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and enable notifications to get notified every time a new video is uploaded. Click that like button if you enjoyed this video and leave a comment if you have any questions or if you have any stories you want to share with me and with the community. Once again, for this video, this is Wise Defies. Thanks for watching.